Hey guys, welcome back to Vanguard Motor Sales. Man, I got a really special Cobra for you today. Yeah, this baby's a Superformance. She's black and she is beautiful. The first thing you might notice when you're looking at the front of the car is there is no hood scoop on this car. And there's going to be a few other things that are different about the car, and I'm going to hold you in suspense here for a minute. Of course, you can see this beautiful hoop they got around the whale's mouth here. It does have the oil cooler like back in the day. And I tell you what, all that chrome and that black paint are just as slick as can be. I love everything about this car. Now that you're looking down the sides, it's missing one other thing there on the sides. It's missing those side pipes. So I actually talked to the guys at Superformance, and they're calling this a street Cobra or a gentleman's Cobra. The fact that the exhaust goes out the back, a little quieter to drive it on the street, and it doesn't have the roll bar either. So it gives the car a complete different look, which is just looking absolutely gorgeous. I love the footprint on the back. I love the shiny wheels. We got a little paint protection here because those front tires tend to throw a rock up over every now and then. And then the wood steering wheel, the 5-speed shifter in there, the beautiful interior. This thing is just absolutely gorgeous with the diamond stitching. And then you might notice on the dash also, the gauge layout is different on the street Cobra. You see the miles per hour and the RPMs are on either side of the steering wheel. Normally they'd be both on the right side, and they kind of hide the miles per hour because when you're racing one, you really don't care how fast you're going as long as you're in front of everybody else. I mean, it's got the back bumper on it all chromed up, looking good. Of course, a little bit of a trunk. And then we've got the cockpit cover on this car too. So if you get out to a car show or whatever and you start getting a little bit of rain, you can at least cover up the cockpit on here. I mean, this thing is absolutely gorgeous. Being black, being a Superformance. Of course, it still has a signature fuel fill where they dumped in all that fuel to get right back out on the track and whip those Corvettes' butts as they went around the track. I tell you, the black paint is just as slick as can be. The door fitment's beautiful. I mean, my vote, I'm in love with this Cobra, guys. Now, I know you want to hear this baby fire up, but before you do that, let's go out in the shop. Now, we're right here in the Motor City, so we've got great facilities for working on old cars. You know, this is where they were all born. Now, we've got 25 lifts in here, 15 full-time mechanics checking stuff out. And then about 2 miles from here is our main showroom where there's over 150 cars there. So we own all of our inventory here at Vanguard. We don't do any consignment whatsoever. And a lot of people ask us, where do we find all these awesome cars? Where we're hopping on airplanes, getting in cars, driving thousands of miles, getting on our hands and knees with flashlights, checking out the bottoms of cars. We're checking them out top, bottom, inside and out. We're really picky about every car that we buy. The paint, the chrome, the underside, the suspension, the motor, the interior. Now, once we get them back here, the mechanics fully inspect every one of the cars before we park your dream in your driveway. Let's take this Superformance for a ride. I tell you what, this is my first time driving this one, and I talked to the guys at Superformance and they say they kind of call this the gentleman's car, and I know why now. With that exhaust going out the back, I mean, you're a real gentleman driving around town. Of course, you guys all know me. I really don't care about being a gentleman, but it is kind of nice to be able to hear yourself think. And look at that, going down the road nice and straight. 5-speed, 427 stroker, fuel injected under the hood. And hey, I want to mention one other thing that I forgot to. There is the wrap on the front, you know, the stone guard up front. It's about 2 feet back on the front, and then also both doors are covered with it also. Keep down on your scratches and keep down on your any stone chips or anything. Very, very cool stuff. Now we can deliver this little Cobra anywhere in the world. You just give us a call at 248-974-9513. Tom will tell you how easy that process is. Now all of you YouTubers who have already subscribed to our channel, that's 2 million of you, thank you. And if you haven't, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button, and you'll get a notification whenever we get something cool like this in, which we're getting between 30 and 40 new cars in every month. So we've always got new content on the website, so keep an eye on it. Now we're gonna go back to the shop right now where we're gonna put it up in the air. We're gonna show you how clean the bottom side is. We're gonna show you what underneath the hood looks like. We're gonna show you everything you need to see. And if you've got something to trade in or something for sale, hop on the website. There's plenty of information on there that you can get a hold of our buy team, and we will hook you up, get all your information, and hopefully we can park your dream in our driveway. Stick with us. We're gonna take this thing back to the shop right now. We are underneath the Superformance now, and man, it's pretty under here. You can tell definitely low mileage. I like the coating on the tank here. More than likely that's, it's either stainless steel or aluminum. Of course, it's all coated, I can't tell, but it's got a beautiful coating on it. I love what they did with the exhaust, just like back in the day. Of course, it's got the Superformance frame. The 8.8 here has got a 355 gear in it, and it is posi. Of course, it's independent suspension out back here. We do have disc brakes out back here. We do have a sway bar back here also. Parking brake cables are hooked up. We got our main power cable running here. Looks like fuel lines running here. Everything under here is clean as a whistle. Now they got these mufflers tucked up in here nice and tight, and they've got heat shields on them also. We got our 5-speed Tremec transmission. We got our explosion-proof bell housing. It is a hydraulic clutch. We've got the extra capacity oil pan, a Power Master starter. Of course, up front here also, Willwood setup up here, disc brakes, coilovers holding it up. I'm holding on to the sway bar right here. I mean, everything just looking absolutely gorgeous. The aluminum radiator here, also looking cool. We got a nice little drain right here, which is super cool. I like that. If you ever need to get the coolant out of the radiator, you can get most of it out through that drain. The nose of the car is in beautiful shape, and I want to caution you to make sure you keep the nose of the car off the curb. That oil cooler's right there, keeping that oil nice and cool. And then the black paint on it is just slick as can be. We have the GT40 style wheels with the true knockoffs, and these are the American Racing Shelby wheels. Now on the knockoffs, you see the tie wire here, that's your safety wire. So to knock them off, you knock them off towards the front of the car. It doesn't matter whether you're on the driver's side or the passenger side. One side's left-hand thread, the other side's right-hand thread. So when you're taking them off, knock them this way towards the front of the car. That goes for the front and the back. As you can see down the side there, that door is fitting beautifully. Super, super cool. Absolutely love these Superformance Cobras. And then out back here where we're putting horsepower to the ground, we got Nittos, and these are 335/30 18s. Under the hood here, we have a 427 stroker with a fuel injection setup on it, which is super cool. I love the valve covers and everything under here, looking old school. Of course, we've got the power steering. This one's got power brakes also, the electric fans keeping it cool. Everything's shined up, looking good under here. I mean, it's just absolutely clean as a whistle. Alternators all polished up, the overflow tanks all polished up. I mean, it is a beauty. And then we got one thing over here also, is one thing really cool about Superformance is you've got the official licensed product sticker on here. So that means Carroll Shelby put his check of approval on the Superformance cars. Now it is multi-port fuel injection. You can see the fuel rails right here. I mean, they did a beautiful job putting this car together. I mean, super, super cool. And we got the reservoirs here. One would be for the master cylinder, and the other one will be for the hydraulic clutch cylinder. Everything just looking slick as can be, guys. So give us a call at 248-974-9513 and let Vanguard Motor Sales park this dream in your drive.